For Crestwood, two second-team All-Stars, Chris Shibola and Manuk Lok. Tip-off, knocked out of bounds, and how Miles Dehaney's going to guard Caleb Roberts for an entire 40 minutes. We've got to assume he's going to play all 40. Good first look, nice step through, patience, under the basket, big finish. Two great looks on two great offensive possessions for Ridley. They're up two. Lok working on Ostaprak. Elevates, gets the floater to two, tough bucket. Has a lane, decides not to take it. Gives it back to Roberts, feet set, shot is up. Tickles the twine, Roberts for three. Working with Van Bulk on the far side. Turned away, here's Dehaney. Picked up by Roberts. Dehaney gets the first step, floater's good, over Roberts and Smith. And you've no... Caleb Roberts, working on the far side. Ethier, feet set. Shot is up and good. Low late on the contest. 5 on 4. Low pass for Caleb. One dribble to the left. No. Callum Smith gets the rebound. Goes right back up with it. 2 more points, Callum Smith.
Typical play style that I'm used to seeing, and it's nice that he's finally back to being aggressive, and in a must-win game, it's honestly needed.
Lana Agbalese drains the throw.
Come into him. So he's got to recover here. 2 minutes to go.
Quinton Ethier from Carter Ethier, the kind of comes from Canada to Canada by way of New Zealand. 5 seconds left. Caleb Roberts throws it up from deep. Nothing but nylon, even in the face of Chris Shibola. Wide open. Loses Baker. Fakes the pass. C.J. Roberts there to contest, but Crowdis gets it to roll through for 2.
It's a smart play, and I believe that too. And Ridley has to get on the bus too and give him those passes so he can reset in case they're in dire situations. Tough shot to go from Shibola.
Shibola runs into Smith, but finishes through the Turning on the Jets, Caleb Roberts. Somebody's got to stop him in the lane. Working left, finishing right through contact. 1 free throw upcoming.
1:15.
Colton Crowdis absolutely gets Roberts on skates low. Downhill with the nice floater. And that translates onto the court. Missed shot by Quinton Ethier is grabbed by Lok. Agbalese, 1 step into the paint, off glass and through. Good defense there by Quinton Ethier. Bet picked up by Shibola. There's a lane. Collinson takes it. Hands in the passing lane. Lok at length. Disrupting that pass. Collinson, even though Agbalese was in his face, he drains it. Helped up by Caleb Roberts, gives it away. Uraz has it. Lok traipsing down the middle. Tough to stop. Elevates. Gets the soft touch. Through for 2. It looked like Caleb Roberts was just picked up by Colton Crowdis. Roberts tries to clear out. Into the paint. Tough take. Tough make. Count the basket and the foul.
He was waiting for the perfect moment to get that ISO game, and he did just that.
Collinson hands it off to Ethier. Ethier putting the moves on Lok. Gets the lane, kicks it. There's C.J. Roberts, up and under. That's a thing of beauty. C.J. Roberts will see you on the TSN top.
Maneuver his body around to make it a 4-point game.
Shibola kicks it. That just out of the reach of Roberts. Eric Peck from the parking lot.
Continues to peck away at this lead, the slimmest of all possible leads, and that's 1.
Nice crossover there. Collinson, hesitation over Lok.
All able to compose himself in the mid-range and just kiss it off the glass. Good night.
Shibola leaves that one short. Second chance opportunity. Chris Shibola's absolute. Can't get it to go. Over the timeline in just the nick of time. Caleb Roberts turns the corner on Shibola. Up and under. Acrobatic finish for Caleb Roberts.
Do we be more of an asset to your team, and just 1 rebound isn't going to do?
Dehaney with the fake from the elbow. Pure Miles Dehaney. And that 37. Caleb Roberts with the burst of speed. Turns around in the lane. Elevates left-handed finish. Another highlight reel play for Caleb Roberts. Prodding. Pulls it back out. Wants the screen from Van Bulk. Pick and pop. There it is. Flush. So big men scoring.
Him to just take his space, and he can't do that.
Smith into the front court. Has a trace from C.J. Roberts. Takes off from the free throw line and lays it in over Agbalese. Agbalese has 7 on the shot clock. Working on Quinton Ethier. Spins into the lane. Keeps it. Goes it up, gets it for 2. Now on the strong side, Cibola kicks it out. Crowdis, flurry moves, step back 3. You betcha. Only Crowdis can do that. Timeline himself. Uraz into the corner. Agbeles, it's a one-on-one with Eth here. Agbeles won this matchup the last time. He gets the better of him again. Beyond the arc on the year. Wise decision to let him take that one. Collinson, on the other hand, not so much. He makes 40% of his shots from beyond the arc. Van Bulk, give and go. Cibola just needs a sliver of space. Changes to pace, off the glass and through. Count the bucket and the foul.
Brown with more than 14 minutes left in the game. He has plenty of time left to flip it up a bit.
Callum Smith with the jam. Good entry pass from Caleb Roberts. He believes. Collinson, top side, finds a lane. Clutches that like a running back and gets it off the glass for 2.
It's on the night for Collinson.
Cibola into the corner. Agbeles, there's no one there. Loke with the rebound, goes up strong, through contact and gets 2 points. Picked up by Caleb Roberts, stripped again. Griffin Collinson has 1 to beat. It's Cibola, gets the step on the left, through contact, count the bucket and the foul. Griffin Collinson to the free throw line for 2. Cibola working the 2-man game with Wilson. Bounce pass, Agbeles throws it down baseline. Andy, screen's got to come up. Van Bulk here gets Cibola a lane, spinning, fading, bucket, Chris Cibola. Crestwood. The turnaround, the double screen, the floater for Agbeles. That's no good. Loke picks it up off the backboard and throws it down viciously. Thing happened under the basket. If you're Ridley, shots up from Agbeles. He finds the bottom of the net. TJ Roberts. Oh, he just dribbles right into trouble. He's got to pull it back out. Collinson for 3. Yes, he drains it right in the face.
Crestwood in the last few minutes. Hopefully he can turn those into buckets.
Loke, floater. Agbeles throws it down over C.J. Roberts. C.J. Roberts just got posted.
You better call TSN and tell them we have a plethora of plays happening here. That was a throwdown.
Shifty. Picks it out. C.J. Roberts down to Smith. He's got 3 on the shot clock. The baby hook is pure. Loke flashes in the key. Working on Caleb. The double comes. Good defense, better offense. And Manute Loke says he's too little. A 2-on-1 the other way. Griffin Collinson, bounce pass Roberts, into contact, off the glass and through.
And that's what happens because Uraz was the only one on the floor. Breakaway.
Loke out and on the run. No one back for Ridley, and Loke gets an easy jam. Bola wants it, working on Caleb Roberts. Steps through, that's not loose. Callum Smith ahead to Collinson. Collinson has 1 to beat, goes up through contact, off the glass and through. Crowdis gets up, stays right with him. Caleb Roberts working on Cibola. Shifty move. Here's Collinson from 3. That rattles through. We're knotted at 74. Point lead. Crestwood prep ahead. Collinson gets some space, working into the paint. Floater. Yes, he can kill you in the mid-range if you let him. 28 points in the game for Griffin Collinson.
Spot on the line.
The dive by Ethier. Working on Uraz. Kicks it out. C.J. Roberts tries to find a lane, tucks it like a football, gets to the rack, off the glass for 2. Right, the step back, no. Uraz fakes, has Agbeles, but C.J. Roberts swallows up that pass attempt. Euro steps off the glass and through. C.J. Roberts was made for the bright lights. Picked up by Caleb Roberts. Loke flashes in the paint. Roberts comes away with the steal, has the step, 1-2, and the nice finger roll finish. You can always... Collinson too easy on the offensive rebounds. Loke goes for the steal, but Caleb Roberts makes him pay. Ice in his veins, Caleb Roberts, timeout. Caleb Roberts with the rebound, and that most certainly will end this game. Ridley College, as Caleb Roberts steps into a 3, and just for fun, drops 3 more.
In moments where it's stressful situations, they're down, they need baskets, they don't stress, they don't force unnecessary chances.